plant plants. So here we have a cut flower bed. The plants are spaced a bit close together because they won't be in it forever. They'll be used seasonal as cut flowers. That's how they'll be grown. So when you're spacing out, think of the purpose of the bed. Do you need to space them out properly, or can you space them closer together for another effect for one season? Think about why you're planted. Then on the outside we've got marigolds, oranges, and then we've got blue salvias. Then we've got again orange calendulas or marigolds, blue salvias, and then the inner ones are white calendulas. Quite nice. So here we've got the pots. So you see the depth of the pot. These plants are hardened off, so they're acclimatized to the cooler temperatures. Yeah, we got a little bit of frost yesterday, so we will covering them up later today for the night. But during the day they'll just be out in the open until the frost has passed. Yeah. So what you do, you want a hole roughly as deep as your pot, because you want the top of the plant level with the top of the soil. Now this soil, this compost is quite light and fluffy, so you won't need as big a depth, but it depends on your plant. So roughly the depth of the pot. Yeah, so I know where I want them, and I'll just dig a hole. Now when you dig, you want it to be rock, quite fluffy, so there is air for the roots, so they have space to grow, and there is space for them to uptake the nutrients. Check that out. But you don't want it too fluffy, because if it's too fluffy, there's nothing for them to hold on to. You want the roots to be in a, how you say? Be in touch, say, with the soil. Yeah? So, you squeeze the pot. I did that quick, sorry. You squeeze the pot around, move your fingers next to the plant, so you're not pushing pressure on the stem, just loosely next, tip the plant, squeeze, and then it'll come out. Yeah? Put it in the middle of your hole. One more rock. There we go. And then look, am I happy with the positioning? Yeah. Now, is it too deep? Because if your hole is too deep and you're burying your stem, your plant will suffocate. Yeah, some plants are more prone to that than others, but keep that in mind. And as I said, this is quite fluffy, so I'm gonna just move the soil around it in, so it's a little bit over. Then I'll use my fingers to squeeze it down and in, and then put more soil on top, and then squeeze it around. And I'll do that twice, and that's it. It doesn't need anything else. Yeah, and that's your plant planted. So we'll do another one. And I want that one there. So dig your hole. Oh, big root. There we go. The soil is lovely. This because they're doing this in a no-dig method, which means there's no digging, as the name suggests. After the season, they layer it with cardboard, put organic matter on top, and let that just rot down in autumn and winter. And then this is what you get. It's amazing. I think this is the third year that they're doing it. Because you need to experiment with these things, and it's great. So get your pot, fingers next to the stem, squeeze your pot gently. Yeah, you don't want to damage the roots. it'll come out. Your hole is a bit fluffy, not too much. Put it in. Looks good to me. Move the soil around it in, and then fingers next to your stem again, next to the plant, push it down a little bit, yeah? Quite happy with that. Soil around, and that's it. That's how you plant a plant. And now, one of the things that people sometimes forget, water them in, yeah? They'll be a bit in a shock, they'll be a bit floppy for a few days, but then they'll perk up. But make sure that they have water, yeah? So as well, he'll think about the weather forecast. What is the weather doing? Is it gonna rain in the next 15 minutes? And how much rain is going to fall? You know, best to still water, because even with rainfall, it might not go as deep as that, you know, and that's where the roots are, that's where you want water. So we're watering them in. So I'll show you. We've got a we've got a sprayer here. Great thing this. Quite loud. Great. So, make sure you water the soil. That's where the roots are. And that it goes down. Yeah? You see how much? Don't do just this and think you're done. You're not done, yeah? Make sure you water them properly according to your plant. Again, know your plant. I'll just put this away. Know your plant. Know their watering needs, okay? So, I'm gonna do the rest later. I'm not gonna bore you with watering the everything. So when you're planting, think about spacing. How much space does your plant need? What's the purpose of that bed? Are you planting for the plant to be there for years and years and years? Use the spacing. Look the spacings up. How tall are they growing? Do they need to be in sun? Do they need to be in shade? Part shade? Direct light? Indirect light? Think of all these things. And then dig the hole as deep roughly as the pot. Make sure the top of the plant, of that soil, of your compost, is level with the ground soil. Condense around it a little bit, not too much. You still want air to get in there. Soil around it, press it again, and that's it. Water it in. Yeah? In general, that's how you plant plants. Have fun. Let me know if you get one. Let me know if this was helpful. And have a lovely, lovely day. Enjoy planting.